Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, otherwise known as SERAP, has called on Mele Kyari, the Group Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, to account for 825 billion naira and $2.5 billion allegedly unaccounted for in the company's operations. The missing funds were reportedly meant for refinery rehabilitation and other oil revenues, as documented in the 2021 annual report by the Auditor General of the Federation. The demand comes in response to the 2021 report from the Auditor General, which expressed concerns regarding the NNPCL's handling of public funds. In reaction, SERAP asked Kyari to explain the whereabouts of the funds meant for refinery rehabilitation and other oil revenues. SERAP also demanded that Kyari identify and hand over those suspected of involvement to the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission and the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. Additionally, SERAP urged Kyari to formally invite former President Olusegun Obasanjo to tour Nigeria's refineries and to extend the invitation to the EFCC and ICPC to monitor the operations of the refineries and any spending on them, including the Port Harcourt and Warri refineries. We just made mention about this refineries, about the federal government putting the refineries in place before removing the fuel subsidy, in order for this hardship. It's not like Nigeria has not been experiencing hardship in time past, but the agitation right here is higher than it used to be. Well, we have SERAP urging Mele Kyari, the chairperson of the Nigerian NNPCL, to account for these funds that were, in quotes, said to be used for the refinery rehabilitation, because as it stands, the 3 refineries that we know in Nigeria, none has been functioning. Mele Kyari also, the NNPCL also invited Obasanjo when Obasanjo said something about misplaced priorities and condemning the funds that they claim they have used to, rehabilitate those refineries, and nothing has been seen. No oil, no tanker has been seen coming out of any of those refineries that they said they have put in place. Do you agree with SERAP that those funds should be accounted for? Because $2.5 billion and 825 billion naira is actually a whole lot of money to just go like that. What do you have to say about the corruption that has been continuous in the oil sector?
Well, SERAP, honestly speaking, are in order. The call is in order. It is pertinent that the chairman of NNPCL give a vivid explanation of how that money was used. Right? I think the money was earmarked for the maintenance of the refinery,
yes,
I guess.
Yes.
They should be able to give us a clear calculation, estimates of how that money was used. Now, you know that before now, there has always been procrastination of, Port Harcourt refinery will work today, the next day, next year. When it get to that point, they will shift it to another year and all of that. That I believe that it was as a result of all of this misappropriation of funds and all of that.
So do you think that the EFCC and ICPC have not actually, they are not aware of the situation to, call them to order, to call Mele Kyari to order all this well?
As the EFCC accounted for the missing money that they be recovered. The issue here is that we don't have any functional system. Sorry to say, Nigeria does not have any functional system. And so the system we have need to be calibrated, recalibrated. By that I mean they should reject the system. Because why I'm saying this is that a lot of money has been claimed to have been recovered by EFCC, right? Has they been able to account for that money? Now, who will now give them? Who will now give them the temerity? What will give them the temerity to go and investigate NNPCL?
So there, in essence, the corruption goes across.
Cut across all the sectors.
Every sector.
Cut across all the sectors. That is the bone of contention. Yeah.
Even the corruption agency is
now, sorry to cut.
So the corruption commission is also dealing with corruption.
Because they are unable to account for it. They have been telling us that we'll be recovering billions of naira. We'll be recovering properties worth billions of naira. Where are those things? Have they been able to account for those things? They won't have the mind to go and begin to investigate NNPCL now. So the corruption in Nigeria, and I'm not seeing the current president fighting this corruption. He is not. Buhari was trying a bit, trying to victimize his political opponent and enemies and all of that in the name of corruption. But that we are not seeing it now. Everything, everywhere, according to the Igbos, I don't know if you are from, everywhere is, local marama, everywhere, de marama. You understand? So what I'm seeing here is that, yes, SERAP has done their parts. And if Nigeria had to be a place like US, by now, even the Kyari would have been in prison. Those collaborators would have been in prison. Am I lying?
You're not lying.
But we'll be discussing about this thing, calling on federal government to do that, and they will feign ignorance to what is happening.
So in essence, we do not have a functional system that is favorable to Nigerians.
We do not have. And with the crop of leaders, I am not a prophet of doom, and I won't be a prophet of doom. I want to see my country grow. I want to see the economic situation of this country being improved. I want to see reduction of, dollar, the exchange rate, and all of that in this country. That is my prayer for the country. But the problem we have is leadership problem, corruption, and all of that.
Thank you so much.